We got this.
This is Björn Lundberg. Welcome to Threefold Talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Threefold Talk, your weekly dose of IEL's spacey reviewing stabbiness news show. I am Rob, your non-confusing host.
I'm Leigh-A. I don't know when to talk right now because I don't know what to say when people don't know the things I know.
I'm Mel, and I don't know what to do with my hands.
And
we have a guest.
And we have a guest expert today, folks, because Amis couldn't join us.
Expert. The expert is here with us.
Corinne literally just ran into a corner.
Who ran into a corner?
Like
Oh,
into
Purin.
a wall?
Okay.
No, like he went face first into the corner and then kept trying to press him. I had a cat who had like an ear injury early this week, so he's in the cone of shame. So he's on drugs and also just doesn't know what's going on. And he just literally put himself into the corner face first and kept like trying to push into the corner. So yeah,
the guy's
it's his neck.
Yeah, he's just he's having a bad time. So
Anyway,
Heather, welcome.
Hi, Heather. I think she froze it.
Oh no.
No, she'll be back. She
was so excited she got frozen.
She lives in the belt,
stream.
so we have to be gentle because she can't do tight anus beams.
This is true.
So she'll be back when her
This is her way of attempting to get out of doing the chapter summary.
I think you're probably right about that.
Yeah, that feels accurate. So yes, hopefully Heather will be back and unfrozen shortly. But yeah, she's standing in for Amis, who could not make it this week. The name day celebrations are just continuing. She's raving and she's like, I can't make it. No, she couldn't make it. It's not because she's partying and stuff. She had stuff on, so Heather's offered to step in for us and fill that vital role. So it's not two newbies against the one expert layer.
Yes. I'm gonna go attempt to put him over here. So I'll be right back.
Mal, we've got the whole show to ourselves right now.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh dear.
Crazy theories time.
Oh, it's gonna go wild.
Let's go.
I got predictions to drop this week. I'll tell you that right now. I think Heather's made it back. Did you make it back, Heather?
I'm back! Oh,
I'm glad
I had to change my server again, so oh well.
Oh gosh. Yeah, the StreamYard. Oh, there's Purin in the background. The StreamYard can be a little heavy on the streams occasionally. So, bless him. I think we need a close up of just Purin right there. Look at him in the corner, guys.
Oh,
poor guy.
He's so high right now.
He's like Shad.
He's just like, yeah, he is. He's chatted out. That's true. So true. All right, we're going to try and whiz through a couple of things here, folks. So let's give it over to Michael and Kate for a second and talk about a few bits of news that have been going on. So,
Spear brothers and sisters,
it is time to cover up your face.
for the wheel of time has news, and we shall dance the spears with it.
This is the Daily Veil.
All right, folks. So we're going to kick it off with some news from that studio that we all love and adore, iWat. They have announced today new Wheel of Time animated series, feature films, and video game are all in the works, and they're being put together by the producer Thomas Vu, who made Arcane and League of Legends. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, Leigh-A, this is obviously meant to be Randolph, or you'll see here that's a
Oops, sorry. Too far.
very Arcane style rendition of Rand. I think if you're familiar
Yeah.
at all with Arcane, this is very much in that sort of vein that Arcane was put together, stylistically speaking. And it's going to be it's not going to be like a reboot of the full series. The article's a little confusing, if I'm honest. There will be, aside from this, a PC/mobile game, and they're basically just trying to broaden the, what's the quote here? Broadening the franchise's reach across platforms and engaging fans worldwide is kind of what they're going for. But let me find the line about the TV show.
I'll let you do that. As opposed to
There was a whole bit about it. You can leave it on this image. That's fine. I'm scrolling through the article myself. So it might have been a different article about this I read, but it's not going to be an exact sort of carry on from the live action. So I'm not sure if it's going to be like a slight reimagining, different tales, but there's going to be some kind of animated Wheel of Time TV series, apparently. And there's going to be a movie and games to go with it as well, all in this, on top of the other stuff they've announced that is not currently moving forward. So take of that what you will, folks. As I saw someone put in a Discord channel earlier, iWat are very good at announcing things. They do that well. And
again,
often.
Michael and his fool said, didn't they announce this last year?
Not the animated series, and I think this is different stuff to what they've already announced so far, to my understanding.
Yes, I believe it is all different. Like, they're reiterating some of the same things that they've said they're going to be doing, as well as some new projects. But yes, Rebecca, I do agree with you. Breath is not held.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've learned.
Yeah, I think they're. I mean, I do want them to actually succeed at least one of these things. Hopefully, one of these things. But I think, as we learned when Winter Dragon came out, you know, those clauses in the contract that make it required that you keep making use of the IP in order to keep holding on to the IP, and you must advertise that you are making use of the IP, is what I read all of these like press release things.
I'm sure it was listed somewhere in an article years ago that because they made Winter Dragon, that they have the rights in perpetuity.
In perpetuity?
I don't know if in perpetuity is.
I read that in an article a while back, but I did obviously that's an article is not the
I did not
contract,
know
but regardless,
Yeah.
just to clarify, folks, because obviously there are multiple things that have released or announced, not released. Sorry, this iWat have confirmed to Variety, which is the article we're displaying, that these projects from Vu are distinct. That's a quote from and in addition to the previously announced forthcoming Wheel of Time films, including 3D feature The Wheel of Time, and the live-action Age of Legends movie being made by Carl Skoglund, and the open-world AAA RPG video game that iWat Studios currently has in development at iWat Games Montreal, which I think we reported on not actually working out a while back.
Yeah,
So what's announced in this article
is by that line.
is separate to those previous items that have been announced. So it does look like this is more movies, animated show, and another game. So is this a card game, 2 other games, 2 movies, and a TV show so far?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe just focus on one. That might be more productive.
Yeah.
That's really good advice.
Maybe finish your live
join
action
team.
version first. Yeah, finish the live action. So anyway, make of that what you will, folks. I would like something to come out, be good, and be completed. That would be a good start.
Yep.
So, but yeah. What's next on our list?
All right, next on our list, we're just going to go through this really quickly. This is more news from last week, but we weren't sure whether or not we wanted to cover it. So the Eye of the World Leatherbound came out after several delays due to some misprints, and came out. Everybody was posting about the gorgeous art and how beautiful the books were, but there were still so many misprints apparently. So it seems like that everybody who and they've been releasing the books in waves. So everybody who has received their books apparently are going to get new books with corrections for the misprints.
Oh,
But
man.
it's just kind of an interesting chaos of releases from the Dragon Steel organization, which has previously done pretty well with releasing these things. So it's kind of surprising that they kind of foobarred this one.
Well,
you know what I keep thinking about those misprints is suddenly those become the most valuable books in the whole thing,
Right?
right?
True.
It's
So
like,
true.
and then they become
was a purpose.
sellable
It was on
because people are gonna get new copies.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, so then the misprint versions can go out, and then you could have one of them. Sorry, my eye. There's something in my eye.
Not to be the guy who who's on things, but I did chuckle when I read all about this because I was like, haha, not me here being pleased that you making money off someone else's product went wrong. So I will have to say that I laughed a little bit when I read this. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not a fan of these, if I'm honest, folks. So
You're
not
not
gonna
a
hide
fan of leather-bound versions of books, or what's,
I'm
what's
not
your
a
challenge?
fan of Brandon Sanderson selling leather-bound versions of books he didn't write.
Mm-hmm. Oliver's ears says books done by Iwat.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
funny.
I mean, this is better than IWAT because people actually received those books.
True.
That's
so-
true, and they will
Let's
get
be
their
clear.
replacements where needed. So
And
yes, that's true.
and Dragon Steel is gonna make it right. It's full
Yeah.
of good people.
With that being
Yes.
said, in spite of the misprints, like everybody who's received the books has been posting like the gorgeous pictures and like the quality seems amazing. It's just like there's just some errors. So, anyways, didn't
Yeah.
want to spend too much time on this because again, we're trying not to stick to negative news. Ready to move on to some fun positive news?
Yes.
It is our girl's birthday. Wow, it went back to but anyway.
You're not even.
Iola's
You-
birthday is
you-
today. Woo! Oh, and I
switch
have
the
to
screen.
change the tab.
Change
No.
tab. Here we go.
Change
Drum and
tab.
rattle.
Yay!
Yes, Iola Smart.
that's so
It's her name day today. She got, as you can see, this is her stories on Instagram. Breakfast in bed, and then this looks to be like a birthday lunch with banners in the background and such. And yeah, it looks like she had a super cute day. And you can scroll through all these. Yes, she's got flowers and such. So
pretty.
this
I
is one of the
Yeah,
perks
and
of the
we're
wetlands.
Probably getting to other people's personal information at this point. So
I mean, it's on Instagram.
It's out there on Instagram. It's fine.
I know. I'm just not a fan of posting people's baby pictures. You know?
That's totally fair. Yeah. So yes. So it's her birthday, and we wanted to celebrate.
Happy birthday,
that-
Ayula.
Name
Happy
day.
birthday.
This
Happy
is a
name
meal
day.
show. You
Sorry,
never
happy
talking
name day,
about
Ayula Smart.
Sorry.
it is so.
Fair enough. Okay, well, before I get myself in too much trouble, that's the news, folks, and we're trying to whip through that because we have our guest expert here this week, Heather Sadai. So thank you again for joining us.
I don't
Yes.
feel very expertly, but that's okay.
You will, don't you worry. But ladies, and it's been a
Compared to
while,
us.
and I didn't realize, we only realized last week that we hadn't prepared for this eventuality. And so we prepared for it, and we must do this. Folks, before we get into talking about this week's Expanse episodes, we must do something to Heather because it's her first time here, and that is fear the
Oh
spear.
no. Oh no.
Now,
Yeah,
fair
I'm really
warning,
nervous.
folks, we did not prepare for this at all. But we're
Great.
gonna start it off gentle. Okay, we didn't warn her we were doing this, so but we'll start it off gentle, folks. All the news is fit to sap. That's fair. So to start it off with, Heather.
Wide
okay,
beam.
wide beam. Okay,
Where's our music?
I've got the music's playing. It's just a little quieter so that everyone can hear properly.
Okay.
Do I need to turn it up a little smidge? Let me know in chat if I need to turn the music up a little bit. But Heather, we're going to kick it off. These are brand new questions inspired by our time doing a read through of the Expanse. So these are brand new questions. You are our first person to answer these questions.
Okay.
Please let us kick it off. This is the standard question for everyone now. Would you rather be an Earther, Belter, or a Martian?
Well, considering I'm wearing my space cowboy outfit, I think I'd be a Martian.
A Martian. Okay.
You're from the Texas part of the Martian Valley, aren't you?
I am.
Just because
we're living our best cowgirl life.
So you're leaning into the cowboy, cowgirl, cowperson vibe.
Well, I'm also a pioneer, so it just totally fits me.
Love it.
All right. Okay. love that.
Homesteading. I'm ready to homestead.
Ready to homestead. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Fear the sphere.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Fear the sphere.
I love it.
Sorry, I just saw that comment. I was like,
So we need to get like a really like fat spear now, don't we? And then it's both of fits.
Anyway,
all right.
Yeah. So we're still working on this. This is all still.
We like to randomize our questions here. So we're gonna spin the wheel and see what number question we're gonna ask you. Mel's gonna ask this first. We're going straight to question 10.
Amazing.
We're gonna have to put it on screen because Mel will not know what it is otherwise.
I don't know what it is. IS. What is your favorite fungus food?
This is why I would not want to live in the belt.
Fair. That's super fair.
I am allergic to all fungus, so.
Oh no! Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's an interesting question. What happens if you're allergic to funguses?
I mean, I can't have mushrooms.
Wow.
No.
That-
So, what would
How
my
did you discover
favorite?
that?
Or I guess
I
if
break
they don't-
out like an insane person. It's horrible.
because they also talk about vat grown things, so like vat grown meats and vat grown other things. So
Maybe we change that.
We'll think about it. We'll think about it.
No,
Well, no,
Mel's
that's
going to ask
okay.
question 6 instead.
I can tell you my favorite, what it would be, though. It would be
Okay.
Let's hear
the
it.
drinks. Tea.
Oh, okay.
So tea or
yeah.
usquai?
There's some good
What?
fungus
Fungus tea or fungus usquai?
I don't drink usquai, so it would be tea.
For sure.
No, totally fair. Totally fair.
Okay. All right. Leigh-A up with the next question. It's going to be question 9. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
How would you decorate your hole?
My hole.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Interpret that as you will, Heather.
Yeah.
You can have a tight hole, wide hole.
We're
You
starting
could-
already.
You could pierce it. You could bedazzle it.
Yeah. Just put up
It could-
borders.
Yeah.
I think she just quit because we're asking her about her hole.
No.
Freezing
Oh.
again.
Oh no, you're back. You're back. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm back. I'm back. Okay, how would I decorate my hole? Let's see. Very colorful. I love colors.
Nice.
Okay.
That's excellent. I love it.
Yeah, colors is good.
And lights.
Dazzled is probably close, right?
Well, yeah. I designed my hat myself, by the way. I had it made at a convention that I was just at, a dental convention, and they were selling, you could make your own hats, so I put it together.
That's
so cool.
Brilliant. I love that.
I've never been to a dental convention, but they sound awesome now.
That sounds like so much fun, honestly. Amazing.
Well, it's in Texas, so everything's fair game in Texas.
So flowers, would you put flowers in your hole?
Flowers? Plants. Yes.
Plants, okay.
Okay, yep. Cool.
Yes.
All right. And then the last of the randomized questions is going to come from me, and then we have specific questions for you, as we always like to do. We're going to go question 3. Okay. So question 3 is, Holden had 8 parents. If you had multiple parents, who would they be? And what we mean by that is name some people that you wish were your parents.
It doesn't have to be 8.
Doesn't have to be 8. But,
They could also be your parents.
Okay.
If you like your parents.
Well,
Wow,
I
make it
guess I
easy.
better say that since they could be watching, right?
I mean, that's up to you. That's up to you.
No, I'm kidding.
I
My
love
parents
it
are
when
great.
parents watch.
I actually
it always makes it
I actually
interesting
didn't tell them about it, but so no, they won't be watching. But they might watch it back on Restream, so you never know. Let's
Man.
see.
All right, so you chose your parents.
Who
You have
else?
6 more.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Oh,
of
it doesn't have to
people.
be 6 more. It doesn't have to be 6 more.
I
No, stop. Stop. That's our answer.
Okay, let's see. Well, I would need someone who. I guess I would think about people who I could glean some good skills from. Like if they're contributing DNA to this person, I would love a lot of other skills. Because I just dabble. I'm not very good at anything. I just dabble too much.
You're a liar.
I don't spend enough time on one thing to be really good at it. So
what type of skills would you be thinking about?
Well, I've always wanted to be a writer. When I was growing up, I wanted to be an author. So I am a big reader. I love all that stuff.
So Robert Jordan?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Robert Jordan.
What's your favorite author?
Actually, I love Jane Austen.
Oh my gosh, yes, Jane Austen.
I was
Totally
thinking
cool.
it might be.
Well, do you see
Jane
I have
Austen.
Jane Austen stuff right back here too. Yeah.
Love
Okay,
it.
Jane Austen is not one of the moms.
For
Yep.
your parents and Jane
Yes.
Austen.
Yes.
Yes, and let's see. What's the lady's name? She's kind of crazy. The Mexican artist, Frida.
Frida
Oh,
Kahlo.
Frida.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, so Frida lives across the plains and the rolly hills.
That's right.
In,
Yeah.
But she's
in
she's contributed genetically, and you can go to her studio and take painting
I know.
classes.
Exactly.
Now, this
exactly.
has to be a Jane Austen story. She has to live, maybe in a cottage behind.
Well,
the
and
manor
Jane
house.
Austen takes care of her because Jane Austen understands Frida's needs. I love
Yeah.
this. I love this. This is all going really well so
Okay.
far.
I'm
This is a great
thinking
family
I might
dynamic.
just have a bunch of moms,
I
actually.
love it.
There's nothing-
I love it.
nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that at all.
I
And-
love
and-
being around women. That's my favorite.
and your dad contributed.
Sorry, Rob. I like you too.
No offense taken whatsoever. I like women are better. Let's be honest. All right. On a general basis, women are better. Like it's totally fair.
So,
Okay,
and
who else?
anybody else? Like you could just, if this is too much, we could just stop there. You don't have to do 8.
I feel
Writer,
like there'd be so many people. I
artist.
am so like drawing a blank.
A musician.
I feel like an idiot. Yes, a musician. Duh.
Okay. Who could be your musician mom?
I always joke that it's just like, who do you joke about? Like, oh, I want to be them when I grow up. I'd be like, those would be my parents. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's see. How about for musician? I love
Yeah, we see puppy butt.
Oh.
We just got really excited about. Sorry, we distracted with puppy butt.
Animals always distract us here at Expanding Through
Oh,
Fun.
puppy face. That's not
This
puppy
is
butt.
Lily Bean. This
So
is Lily Bean.
That's a beautiful name.
Probably like John Williams or someone like that, just
Nice.
amazing composers.
Very nice.
They're just
So look,
cool.
we've got another guy in there. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's a little bit of male DNA going on in there.
Yeah,
I could come up with a bunch, but I'm sorry. I'm too nervous, I guess. I can't think.
We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
That's all good.
That's great.
So we've got 5 pairs. We've got your mom and your dad, Jane Austen, Frida, and John Williams. And Cole.
There you go.
Frida, Cole. Yeah.
Very
Can
nice,
I drop
well-rounded.
Can I drop
Yeah.
some John Williams interesting goss?
Sure.
By all means.
So,
Is this when you and John were hanging out the other night
yeah,
over
me,
a cup
me
of
and
cab
my
or
buddy
something?
John
Yeah.
Williams. No.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Okay, so I used to work with this conductor whose dad was one of John Williams' orchestrators. So
That's amazing.
composers sometimes just write out like the melody for something and then hand it off to whole other people to orchestrate the whole piece. And
Oh,
John
wow.
Williams does this
Mhm.
too. So all of the like layering of the instruments on top of all the things, some of that was done by like this like random young conductors.
Like people that
dad.
actually play those kinds of instruments. Because they're like when you look at an orchestral score, it's like, how can a single person understand how to do all this? There's
Yeah, it's crazy. But
There's, like,
yeah,
30
I
parts.
didn't even, that was the first time I didn't even know that was a thing. I just assumed that the composers like wrote out all the parts for all the instruments and picked when they came in and all of that stuff. But no, that can be a completely different.
Oh, I know someone. But no, you guys don't know who this is. But it's my choir director, the choir that I'm in. She is just phenomenal. She has the most amazing voice. She's the most amazing teacher, and she can read anything. It's just,
That's so
oh,
cool.
I want to be her.
That's amazing.
And she's
Love
like
that.
my age, but I want to be her when I grow up.
I love it. I love it.
That's
That's
gorgeous.
awesome. Yeah.
I really like your parents. They
I
sound like good
know.
parents.
Yeah.
That's delightful.
Would you also
All right.
live in Montana with your parents?
When I live in Montana.
No,
Sex
stop
takers?
stop introducing new questions.
I'm
We've got more
sorry.
questions.
I'm sorry.
We have
Oh
other
yeah,
questions.
I would live in Montana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Montana. I grew up in Idaho. That's just
Okay.
same neck of the woods.
They're adjacent.
Yeah. All right, we have Heversadai specific questions now. So these
Oh.
should hopefully be a little easier to answer.
Okay.
Mel, you suggested, I mean, let's be honest, between Mel and Leigh, they did all the questions. I didn't suggest that. I was terrible for that. But Mel, I feel like this is a fun one for you to ask. So take a
Okay.
look.
Okay, besides teenage boys whose mouths are the grossest.
And I feel like we need to give this context, by the way, folks.
Let her give the context.
Yes, so Heversadai, give us context for why we've asked you this question and then answer it.
Well, by profession, I am a dental hygienist. So I look at people's mouths all day, every day, and I like to tell people that I'm a cleaning lady. So that's what I do all day long. And hygienists are a certain special kind of crazy because we like to get in people's mouths for one thing, and most people don't like that. But also we're very nitpicky. We're like, oh, look, here's another little thing. Oh, and we get excited if it's kind of a mess. We're like, oh, look at it flying all over as we're cleaning it. We're a special kind of crazy.
That's
I love it.
very
I
special.
love it.
That's brilliant.
So,
So-
grossest.
Grossest. Okay. Well, crazily enough, I have had patients who admit that they haven't cleaned their teeth since they saw me last. That's a thing. It's nasty. But actually, the ones who I'm always shocked are really gross. I hope this doesn't sound bad. It's nurses.
Really?
Yes. I'm like, what
From
is
actual
wrong with
medical
you?
professionals who should know better.
You should totally know better. What are you doing?
Wow.
And I'm not. This is not a blanket statement. Not at all. Not at all. Because there's
But when
plenty
it
of them that are
when it
incredibly
happens,
healthy
you're
and
just like-
thorough.
It's like when I see medical professionals smoking, and it's just like, shouldn't
Like,
you
what
know?
on
Like I
earth?
judge people. Like I don't judge people who smoke per se, but like I'm just like, oh yeah. In my head, I say the things that I said to my mom. It's like, oh, you shouldn't do that, but I don't say it out loud. But when I see medical professionals outside a hospital, especially doing it, it's just like,
Mhm.
shouldn't you know better?
Like, there's a reason you have to leave your place of work to do your habit. So yeah. Anyway, whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah,
To each
so
their
medical
own. That's
That's
fine.
so funny.
Who
I
don't
love
clean
that.
their
But the
teeth.
medical professionals who don't take care of their mouth really gross me out because I'm like, what the heck? What is wrong with you? You know
Valid.
better.
That's bad.
Well, and I have to remind people like,
I'm sitting here licking my teeth for 8 hours.
well, sometimes I'm like, did you brush with the fuzzy side of the toothbrush? You know, you're supposed to use the fuzzy side, right?
Skeeter wants us to take a break from the stream for all of us to go brush our teeth now.
all of you feel guilty. You know who you are, and you can address this issue.
Next week we'll do a cold open of all of us just brushing our teeth.
Just
on the
handle
stream.
your toe.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
All of you take your toe
We'll say we're going to do that, but we'll also forget.
and meet your toe.
Also, ew, we're not brushing our teeth on stream.
Meet your toe.
No, please don't.
Thank you.
All right.
Plus, then I'll be evaluating how you're brushing.
I mean, that's definitely
You're like,
worse than that is worse than placentamon. That is worse than placentamon. So.
Okay. Next
Oh,
question.
wow, that's a bold claim. Okay, next question. I'm going to take this one. During what idol holiday? Sorry. How did it feel to have Juliet Howland listen to your parodies, knowing that you both make music in the same style?
Oh my gosh. Well, it was like a dream because she's so amazing. And just to think that she was listening to what I made. And it was also, but I mean, in theory, I would think that I would be like embarrassed or something because I know she's so much way beyond my skill level. But at the same time, she's so humble and just so sweet and generous with how she it was an amazing experience. I'll never forget that. It was so special. Yeah,
It looked like a lot of fun, and Juliet she's such a lovely person. So yeah, it's great.
is. She seems like the real deal, just genuine, just an absolute salt of the earth, beautiful person.
Yeah, anyone who loves animals as much as Juliet does is always going to be a great person.
Oh, for
True.
sure. Yeah.
All right.
And
I'm
I-
sure she brushes her teeth. I'm positive.
Oh
I'm
my
sure.
God. We're going to have Heather's takes on who in the Expanse brush their teeth and don't.
Yes.
Oh God. Okay, yeah. Actually,
I would
I'm
like
gonna
to
write
posit
down.
the suggestion that Shed forgoes teeth brushing, mostly because of a lack of teeth.
They're not attached.
Shit, where did my pen go?
Well, his well, the thing that I like to tell people when they're like, "Well, why do you have to know all these details about my health history?" I'm like, "Well, your mouth is not just sitting here on my chair on its own. It's attached to a body. You know,
Right.
it's not a mouth floating on my chair. But for him,
Could be,
it was
actually.
it's separate. It's separate."
That is. All right, Leigh, you ready for the next question?
Sure.
All right, here you go.
So, you're obviously very musical. You submitted a whole bunch of music for this show already. So, what was the first instrument you learned to play, and what instruments would you still like to learn to play?
Well, the first instrument I played was piano, and I took lessons starting from second grade, and I took them all through my senior year in high school. I played in a lot of recitals and competitions, and just had an amazing piano teacher, and while she was teaching me while I was in high school, she went back to school and got her master's in music, and so she had her recitals, like her senior recitals and all that stuff too. And it was just so fun to watch her develop and grow, and she's just an amazing lady. She also taught me a few lessons on the organ, and so
oh wow,
which I play organ now at church, and that is really fun.
Incredible.
I cannot play the foot pedals yet. It's a lot.
It's crazy.
It's a lot of
Organ playing is
coordinating.
crazy.
A lot of work.
Huge amount of coordination to do that. So very impressive.
So I just play it like a keyboard, really, but kind of cheat. That's okay. It's still really fun. Yeah. And my husband, he sits up on the stand with me, and he's always like, turn it down, because I'm like cranking it, because it's like, this sounds amazing. I'm cranking it. I'm letting everything shake.
Yes.
Turn it.
That is the way organ music needs to be heard.
It's meant to vibrate your soul.
And it's a real, it's a pipe organ. It's a real pipe organ. It's not just electric, it's pipes. And so it makes the chapel
hear it in church, because you know all the old people, like, you just need to make sure that they hear it. And that is
right. That's right.
And then the young kids are like, rock and roll.
That's right. I've even had people come up and tell me, they're like, we've just really loved while you've been playing, because you play such fun things.
That's awesome. Cool. That's amazing.
Love that.
It's fun. It's really fun. What else would I like to learn? I would love to learn how to play that thing better, that auto harp. I can still only just kind of strum it. I don't know what I'm doing. It's so hard. I thought, okay, this will be easy. This will be easy to pick up. You just push the little button that has a chord on it and strum it. No, it's more than that. So it's always more. It's always more than you think.
So that will be featuring in your next parody, I imagine.
That would be good if I did. But it's got like 64 strings or something on it. It's crazy, and you have to tune every single one with a little tuning fork. So
wow, holy shit, wow,
it takes forever. Anyway, so I don't take it off the shelf very often.
Yeah, fair.
We believe in you, but we believe in you.
Wrap it up with the last question.
Okay,
Mel.
Yes. Besides Wicked, what other musicals would you like to parody in full?
How did you know about Wicked?
Girl, you share. You share things.
Because I talk. Yes. Oh, let's see. I love lots of musicals. You know, one musical that I grew up loving, but is a kind of a problematic musical, so you never see it done anymore. But the music is so fun. Is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers.
Oh.
That is actually a really fun musical, but yeah.
It is a really fun musical, but the story is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I think you'd have to really overhaul the entire thing in order to do it.
Amazing.
Well, I guess that's the benefit of parodies is you can take the music and overhaul the music to make it something else.
There you go.
That's true.
Super fun. It's super
fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, Heather. You have passed the brand new Fear the Sphere.
That was nerve-wracking.
Well done.
You did great.
You did great. You did great. Okay.
Well, and actually, Rob, will you put a poll in chat? So, because these are new questions.
You did?
No.
Yeah. You have. So, Rob, will you put a poll in chat asking, do we need to ask all the new people or all the people that come on these new questions, or like if we have more guests who have done Fear the Spear before?
Okay.
So, like you can
give me a
figure out.
second. I'm on a different device. I'm on multiple devices today, so
yes.
Give me a second.
So, and while he's doing that, I will try to find the intro that we have, because that is somewhere. Because we can just keep moving while Rob.
In the
I think Juliet Howland would also like that.
Oh my god, she totally would.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
I love
All right.
it so much.
As Ad said earlier, putting you on the spot, Heather, why don't you give us a little synopsis of these two chapters we're talking about this week, 17 and 18?
You're killing me.
book.
You're killing me. I did bring my book though.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we just don't have
we'll-
we all have the same copy. Amise
We have
is
the
the
same
one
book.
This
fancy
thing
copy.
is huge. Are yours this big?
Mine is big.
Yes, mine is as big, or if not bigger, than my face.
Mine's little. Mine's not the same size. Mine's like smaller than my head.
Or Rob has an enormous head. It's one or the other.
I mean, yes, it's all very subjective.
Rob's got a big head.
How is yours that
Justin.
small?
Heather, are you ready to
Look, it's not the size of the book, it's how you read it, okay?
Okay, if you say
fine.
so.
Fine.
Synopsis, go.
Well, you put me on the spot already, so. Okay, let me think. So, first off, the first thing I thought of when I was reading this chapter was it's an ode to coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I drink fake coffee. I brought it just to show you. I like Ticino. Have you ever had Ticino before? Oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. It's chicory root. And so it's roasted like coffee.
Nice.
Anyway. So I'm like, okay, this thing is a total ode to coffee in the beginning of the whole chapter. I don't know how many times Holden was talking about it, but anyway. So he's talking about his coffee maker in the Tachi, and he's watching everybody make dinner, which I thought was funny. He's just sitting there watching while they're all cooking.
He's making coffee for himself. And
Yeah,
everyone else
yeah.
is cooking.
Or admiring his coffee maker. And they eat dinner together and talk about the oh, I thought this was funny. I don't have very many notes, but I did write this down. So he made a toast to the Marines. He toasted to the Marines. And then, kind of as an afterthought, Alex toasted to Shed. I thought that was so funny. He's like, to the Marines!
Yeah, but he said to the Marines,
To the
and
Marines,
bravery,
and then
all the
yeah,
things that they did.
Just
And
Shed,
it's
like,
like,
and
oh,
then-
yeah, and
And then
Shed.
to Shed! And he's like, oh yeah, to Shed! I thought that was funny.
It's straight out of the Hamilton playbook. It's all good.
So good.
So okay, so they have their dinner. He asks them what they think of the ship, and they go over all the things, and they're basically saying they love it and they don't ever want to leave it, and you can't take it away from me. This is my ship now.
You can't take.
And he went around, kind of had to touch everything, you know, like a dog. He had to leave his scent everywhere or all over the ship so that it's his. He's marking his territory. So he marked his territory over the whole ship, and he picked his room, and he found Naomi. Yeah. Oh, gross. Ah, gross.
He brushed his teeth in every room.
Splattering everywhere. No. Gross. Picked his room, and then he found Naomi and was pestering her, saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? And she was talking about she had to change the transponder thing. Am I frozen? You guys are frozen.
No, you're good.
No,
You're good.
you're good.
Okay,
We can
okay,
still
okay.
hear you.
And then she said she was afraid to put the final little thing in, and he said, oh, here, let me do it. Click. So it's done, and they have a new name, the Rocinante. And she's like, what does that mean? He said, it means we need to go find some windmills. Like, yeah, okay, that's clever, right? I think it's just because he was from Montana. There's probably tons of windmills there. But anyway, I would love to ask you guys what you thought of the Rocinante and the windmills.
But that's not where we are. We're at chapter summary.
We do carry on with the recap.
Okay. And
Ask us about Rossi
then...
later.
now I can't remember how it worked next. No, oh, then he's like asking, do you guys want to go take Fred's invitation? And they're all like, yes, let's go. And so they start heading to Tycho Station. They approach Tycho Station, which to me sounded like two big like spheres. Does this sound like
a gyroscope?
Yeah. And then it builds lots of stuff, and it's a pretty cool place. And he's not sure if they're gonna let him land, even though Fred told him to come there. But they landed just fine. And I can't remember if anything happened at the end of that chapter.
They noticed another ship that might have an anus-sized beam because of the comms array.
Yes, the ginormous. Did they say that? Did they say the name?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Okay, the Nauvoo.
Explain it later.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So the Nauvoo is in birth,
and then the doors open, and Johnson shows up.
Oh, yes.
Palpatine Johnson welcomes them.
Palpatine
to
Johnson.
Station.
Yes, he welcomes them to the station.
And that is chapter 17. So chapter 18.
Chapter 18. Chapter 18 was kind of like a space holder. It seemed like. I mean, yes, something happened, but there was just a whole lot of nothing going on too. So a nothing burger. But Miller is working on his stuff, and one of their cases, a rape case, comes through, and they get a warrant to go take down the guy, and he does, and he really enjoys that, and he's like, make my day, all that kind of stuff. And he gets to arrest him for abusing a woman. And but then the big thing happens is the station, I don't quite understand. I think the United Nations steps away from the belt, so now the belt is kind of doing their own thing, I guess. I don't know. It almost seems like Mars is also kind of in control of it, so it's confusing to me.
Earth walks away.
The Earth Corporation walks away from the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and so now they're all kind of in a military whatever type. What's it called? I know what it is.
It's not a coup. It's actually not a coup d'etat. It's more of a
martial law. Is that?
That's what I was thinking. Martial law.
Yeah.
Well, it is it martial law, and whose martial law is it? So that's and that's the question that they're asking, and we'll get to that.
And that's what Miller is asking. He's like, so whose laws?
Whose
laws are we enforcing? We kind of need to know. And Shadid calls him into the office, and she says, basically, it's not me, it's you. And she fires him.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
And he gets canned.
So I would like to kick us off with an official prediction.
Ooh, already?
Go back to chapter 17, an official prediction. For at least a period of time, Julie ends up with the Tai Chi.
Julie ends up on Tycho
the Tai
Chi. Their new ship, the Tai Chi, I've called it. Yeah.
The Restaurante now. It has a new name.
Tachi. Yes.
Yeah, Tachi.
Sorry. The Restaurante. Okay.
She
ends
the
up with the
Restaurante.
Yes, she ends up with the Restaurante.
El Restaurante.
El Restaurante. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's offensive. El Restaurante. But yes.
Wait, hold on. I was waiting for you guys to prompt me.
It's just called the Rossi.
I promise the third in charge. I'm also going to do new word correction. So if you will, bear with me as we go through with the correct pronunciations and graphics. So this goes all the way back to the beginning. So we start with the scapulae, which looks like a scapula, but I'm using scapulae. Scapulae was where Julie in the prologue initially was on, had been kidnapped and sent to some sort of pirate ship, we think. Most of the people there end up dead. There's Placentamon. I'm not putting Placentamon on my chart because I refuse to.
Well, it's not a ship yet.
Well,
Not yet.
anyways, so fast forward a little bit. So we've are a little bit past. We're not really sure the time zone, but we've got the Cant, who has a ship within it that is kind of a landing module called the Knight. Those two exist together, and they get a distress call from said Scapuli, not scapula, not scappy, like whatever, blah 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 that you're saying, Scapuli. And from there, the Knight goes, like, ejects from the Cant, goes to investigate the Scapuli, and from there, then all of a sudden, a crazy stealth ship shows up, shoots missiles at the Cant, and meanwhile, the Knight tries to head back while these missiles are heading towards the Cant. They don't make it in time. Cant blows up, and the Knight is just like, well, we're kind of fucked. So Holden sends out his weird message, gets a thing back saying that two things happened. Mars tells them, we're sending a ship towards you, but also there is an anus-sized tight beam coming from a Tycho station that gets sent to them. So, like, he's getting a little bit of information,
so
but
they do get kind of fucked.
Yeah, so meanwhile, Dong the Donager is told. They get told by Mars that the Donager is headed their way. All at the same time that these 6 weird ships show up. Like, they don't know where they're from. There was no identification, and yeah. So, oops, I'm sorry. I fast forwarded too fast. Can I go back?
No,
Nope, I can't.
No.
Anyways, I'm making it worse. So the Knight goes to the Donager intercepts the Knight. They help with things. Meanwhile, their 6 ships fire onto the Donager. And then the captain tells LT Kelly and 3 other Marines to help Holden and crew escape. They go to a light corvette. Yes, that is a corvette. I did specifically look that up. And since I can't go backwards, I'm just going to go forwards. And so they get onto the light corvette. Meanwhile, the Donager decides to, it's due to the boarding, they just blow themselves up.
Yeah.
So Holden and co are in space being like, we're fucked. So we're going to send out this ubiquitous word to Fred Johnson on Tycho Station. And he sends them back like some info. And they decide to head to Tycho Station. Meanwhile, changing their name to the Rocinante. And Holden's like, we got to learn to tilt windmills. As they're approaching Rocinante, they see this like ship that looks like a cigarette butt, the Nauvoo, which that's when Alex is like, oh, see that comms array? That's where that anus-sized beam came from that shot us right up the ass. So.
It's great. Wow.
Amazing.
I'm even more confused.
I would like
not
to
clear.
make a point of order. The 6 ships don't have skulls on them.
Oh,
should
well,
they? Or is that a Raffo thing?
That's a very good point.
Because I thought they were dead. We crossed them off my list, right?
We did. And actually, you're right. They should have skulls on them.
Okay.
Okay. That's a typo. Okay.
Okay. I just wanted
nice job.
I just wanted to figure out if I was wrong.
No,
You're
correct.
out killing them all.
I just I want to
locked
defend
ships.
my choice of name.
Yeah.
So the Restaurante is the right name for the ship, the Restaurante, because on the Restaurante you get the best coffee and flatbread with hummus. So, you know, great food and drink. The Restaurante is a good name for that ship.
It sounded like a good dinner to me.
Yeah.
So it's a horse that serves coffee and hummus.
Yum.
I mean, it's a good mix. Good mix.
Anyways,
So, yeah. Anyway, so the Tai Chi, now the restaurante, I think that
Ross.
Julie ends up like with that ship at some point.
Oh,
Okay.
Because she's such a
that's
good pilot.
That's what we started with this prediction.
I brought it back. I kept the
I'm
smoke.
very proud of you.
I-
Actually,
yeah.
you still can't say it correctly,
Okay,
even though I said it multiple times.
At some point you'll realize I'm trying to say it incorrectly deliberately. Anyway, so
you don't have to explain the jokes, Rob.
how else can I earn tote? I am the token first time reader. Yeah.
Okay, so Julie's gonna end up on the Rossi. That's what we think, huh?
Yeah, she's gonna end up flying that
the
for a while.
touchy / the Rocinante.
The
Restaurante
the
Rossi.
the restaurante that serves Tai Chi
The
coffee.
Tai Chi Restaurante Corvette.
The donkey.
Mustang.
And I guess this is a good point to real quick interrupt. So we are full spoilers only through chapters 17 and 18 of Leviathan Wake. So we are not talking the show. And I will be monitoring chat. So if something comes up, you put, because again, we're all excited.
She's just gonna delete your messages.
Yeah, so
chill.
don't feel offended if I just delete it. But like, there's no hits against you or anything. It's just like, I'm like, comments.
Ooh, Zul has a good question to follow up on your theory. There,
So
Rob.
sorry, you go there. You put
I
that.
didn't do it this time. It was
me.
Oh, okay, then Mel, fine.
I was talking and I said, and I was
So will Julie take Alex's job? I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to bump into Julie and Julie's just like, okay, Alex, you're fired. I'm going to be a pilot now. I just think at some point,
I'm the captain now.
She's going to end up
pilot
being the person piloting the restaurante. Okay. I feel at some point she's going to, and maybe possibly
Making hummus.
possibly she might end up just being like, I'm going to claim this ship and take it because she loves that other ship that, mom and dad have in storage that they're trying to sell.
Maybe.
So, that's, I don't know where to go with placenta hummus, but I kind of, that's where I'm going with the whole Judy thing. So she's not necessarily going to turn up and be like, Alex, you're fired, like apprentice style, but she might turn up and be like, you need a pilot. I'm a pilot,
She's going to say, it's not me, it's you.
She could say that. Yeah.
She and Shadid just.
It's not me, it's you. You're fired. So. Yeah. Anyway, I like this chapter's like it's a nice reset because there's a lot going on for these guys.
Yeah.
The whole chapters have been really busy for quite a while.
A lot of death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was a good reset. It was nice to see them bonding, take a moment, a little bit of debrief.
I was happy.
Share some food. I can't remember the last time they ate.
Showering is important. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, a good shower is. I would take. There are two things I care about in the house: how good is the shower and how good is the kitchen. After that, I don't give a shit really. I mean,
all I could think of was Seinfeld with Kramer in the shower when they turned the. Remember that episode?
Water pressure.
The water pressure down, and so his hair was all. And Naomi's like, "Have you been in these showers yet?"
Yeah, she was very, very happy about them. That's for sure.
Well, all of them were happy. Like Colden is like basically almost having sex with the coffee machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Amos, actually, I have a question. Do you think Amos actually used a spoon to finish off the hummus? Or do you think he was just like go in with his hand? Do you think the authors were incorrect with he used a spoon?
He did set the table.
He did.
He's not a complete caveman. He's the one.
Okay.
Table. So let's give him credit.
Well,
Okay.
I gotta say, he's probably the one I would question about his brushing techniques. I'm thinking his would be a little questionable.
You think it's Amos?
I mean, for someone who is hungry as a fucking bear, I feel like maybe that fits. So
well, yeah,
I
and
love
it's-
that
and
line
it's the way that Holden describes like after being like away from any food of like content, flavor, texture for weeks, and then getting even just this hummus with a little bit of bread, and just like
Hey,
how like the
you-
flavor explosion.
But amazing hummus, yeah.
Yeah.
Garlic.
I do-
Oh my
and
gosh.
yeah, and Naomi made it with garlic. So let's be clear, it probably was the best hummus they'd ever eaten.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that girl can cook.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Amos baked, Was it Amos who baked or Alex? It was Amos.
Alex cooked the food
And
and
set the
Amos set the
table.
table.
Right.
That's
there
what
we go.
he did.
Here's the big
Everybody
burly
helped
bear.
except Holden
Holden made the coffee.
Take your
for
Plates.
himself.
Holden
Well,
didn't-
it was a giant pot. He made it for everybody. Come on.
He didn't even figure out how to set the coffee maker to a single serving thing, and he wasted 40 cups
No,
of coffee.
because he made 40 cups so everyone could have as many cups as they wished.
So much coffee.
I mean, I would drink 10 cups of coffee like that in that
It doesn't
situation.
keep
Damn straight.
indefinitely. And then he went and he fucked up the sanitation system by having highly acidic urine, which I learned from astronauts is the parts of the tubes that you pee into and stuff, those break down because of acidic urine, and they have to
This
be
is
replaced.
a couple hundred years
Wow.
in the future, so I think they figured
I
out
thought we'd
this, like,
established that
coffee
this is a
driven
future where
food.
everything's the same and nothing
Yeah,
is
we've
better.
definitely established that. They still have syphilis, for Christ's sake, so,
They still have syphilis. They still have
but they can
acidic
regrow
urine
arms.
Still have
that breaks down
GW.
their pee tubes. Their
Yeah,
pee
They
tubes.
can regrow arms from scratch.
Not these
But,
people. Not the plebes.
And they have fusion technology, which we will get to into the
We also have
Miller chapter a little bit about like the differences, a little bit of the differences between the engine types and
Anyway.
anyways, I'm sure there's questions I'm supposed to be asking. Basically, do you think they're ever going to leave her? Like, there was quotes like, I love her, and just like Amos was complaining, like, I don't know what a grunt is supposed to do here, and just like, do you think they're giving up the touchy / Rocinante?
I feel like this, and correct me if I'm wrong, because, you know.
We can't correct you.
You can correct me on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is the first ship that they describe with like an emotional connection to, instead of all the other ships have just been physically described, right? Just their like physical characteristics, like what the ship looks like and what its capabilities are. But this is the first ship where they're like emotionally connecting.
Do you think it's the ship or the circumstances, or both, or neither?
I just, yeah, I don't know. I just noted it. I noted it, and obviously I watched the show, so I have.
Yeah. So Rob, what do you
some
think?
recognition
What do
of, like,
you?
things?
Are you asking if they'll ever give it up? Is that what you're asking?
No, like is that attachment? Do you think that's because of the ship? Do you think it's more the circumstances? Neither, both? Like the fact that they are saying that they have the first time in weeks they haven't been tracked and nobody knows where they are.
Yeah, I think they've gone from being stuck on a tiny shuttle that can't even cope with, a Band-Aid, to being a prisoner of the Martian Navy, to being shot up and attacked and almost dying in explosions, to then being on a state-of-the-art, fully equipped, weaponized, can fly for 30 years without refueling, has an auto dock, has kick-ass showers and a 40-cup coffee machine situation. They've gone old Kant, which we were comfortable on, but let's be honest, was no luxury. Stupid little shuttlecraft that had nothing.
The
Prisoners.
night.
Prisoners, and then explosions and fighting, and like it's just been ship, so on and so forth. And then like, oh, I've landed in someone's Ferrari that is like doesn't need to be pulled over for gas and is fully equipped and is comfortable beds and all that. Yeah, I think it's circumstance. And
like when you go on vacation and the kids are like, "Can we live here?" Your hotel room. Can we live here?
There's comfort and safety and security, in this place, and they are not having to look over their shoulder for a hot second.
Yes.
So
I found it odd that they and maybe I just misread it, but I was like, why do they think no one is pursuing them? Like, why do they think no one knows where they are?
Don't they think everyone thinks they're dead?
Yeah, but why would they think everyone thinks they're dead?
So,
because they announced to the world that they were being picked up by the Donninger, and then the world they found out the Donninger was blown up.
It's not like you can't, like, other ships can't tight beam the Donninger's explosion and get the video feed or whatever, all the things that they did for the Cant, and then share the data and not have the data that says there's a ship that left. It feels weird that they think that they.
Well, and remember, Alex turned off all the transponder data right away.
And they gunned it out there at like full speed, basically. So
that's true.
He said 12 G's. It's like, what? How did?
Yeah.
I mean,
he immediately turned everything off.
Kelly crushing G's.
Yeah, like Kelly killing, not crushing.
Okay,
Kelly,
that's what I was missing.
Killing G's.
So they're comfortable for the first time in a long time because everyone thinks they're dead.
Yeah, and for that type of analysis to happen, like that, like you would really have to have something like super focused on that particular area. Maybe Mars had that. Maybe Mars knows.
Maybe the Mormon Nauvoo ship can.
Yeah, well, and I did ask that question last week when they tight beamed, they anus beamed Fred Johnson, and Fred Johnson fairly quickly, not immediately, fairly quickly, like picked up. And I did ask that question, why do you think, and do you think with that anus size? So remember I asked that question?
Yes, Leigh-A.
Can I ask you again?
Yeah.
Do you remember that I asked you that question? For a reason?
Did you ask, like, how did he do that or something?
You guys are speculating about, like, why did you pick up so fast? And I was like, so do you think it's a reason? And it gets to the question we're talking to now. Like, who would have an anus-sized tight beam on that region and focus
the Mormons?
And the answer is the Mormons. The Mormons love anus tight beams.
Yeah.
And this is a good place to ask Heather, what does Nauvoo mean? Heather, explain.
Nauvoo means beautiful place.
Ah, love it.
Oh, I honestly thought the way the conversation
I did have to look up.
Headed,
I did have to look up.
Okay.
I thought based on like how everyone was in that conversation up to that point that it was going to mean like asshole or something like that. So
No,
yeah,
beautiful places have tight
beautiful
beams.
Place,
Some
but
people
also
think tight beam anuses are beautiful.
It's also a historic Mississippi River town.
It's in Missouri.
Yeah.
As all
it's in
Missouri.
Missouri. Okay, cool.
Are.
Like,
But it is on the Mississippi River. Yeah. You got it. You're right.
That was a major 19th century settlement for the Latter-day Saints. So, which was founded by Joseph Smith of the Mormon persuasion.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
There was a reason I was asking Heather.
I would love to talk about Holton a little bit.
You would like to what?
I would love to talk about like a weird Holden moment in this chapter.
Okay.
Not a weird Holden.
Weird Holden moment.
Well,
A weird Holden moment.
so when they're doing the transponder
Just one?
stuff, yeah, when
the
they're doing the transponder stuff, okay, Naomi's there just being like, on a regular ship, on a regular ship, if you tamper with the transponder, this shit just melts into a cube of slag. You know, just like molten, like it just melts into molten metal and just it's useless. Like this is a military ship. I don't fucking know. You know, we're gonna get a supernova or some crap. Who knows? I don't know what to do. Whether we should tinker with this, blah blah blah. And he's just like, do you know what? I'm gonna go the bomb squad method and be like, I'm either right or it's not my problem anymore. And just goes beep. And it's really bizarre how trusting he was of Fred in that moment. Okay, he's trusting Palpatine Johnson so much in that moment, being like, here are your instructions. No one on my crew, including I know everything, when I can fix anything, Naomi, like trust in Naomi, we trust, is like, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. He's just like, it's fine, boop, done. You know, and then at the end of the chapter, he's like, we don't go anywhere without our uniforms and guns and, you know, we need to be intimidating and we are not being prisoners again. Like, we need to stick together, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, so at that breath, when you could have blown up the whole ship and never been seen again, you were like, yeah, boop, trust. And then at the end, you're like, nah, I don't trust nobody. Take a gun. Like, there was a weird imbalance to me there.
I guess for me, it was less about trust in that moment of the button pushing and more like what Naomi said, which was crazy captain have to just like have like, you know,
what she specifically says,
his tolerance for risk is so high.
And
maybe it's more about trusting Naomi, that Naomi did it right. Like he has like a lot of trust that she followed the instructions. You know what I mean?
He asks her like, "Oh, you wouldn't want to be in command," and she says, "More, I'm not suicidally irresponsible."
Yeah, but it's also that thing that we talk about, like that tolerance for risk, right? Naomi's calculating all the things. She's an engineer. She knows all the things that could go wrong. She hasn't been able, like the thing about they talk about she's not comfortable with making decisions without all of the data. You know, they kind of go through it. I feel like at least in that moment, it's not so much about Fred. It's about
that command decision. The command decision
and trusting Naomi did her job right. You know, that kind of thing. That's
but the instructions came from Fred.
They can't move forward without that, right?
That's true, but the instructions came from Fred. So, like,
yes.
Well,
yes, Naomi. He's trusting Naomi's followed the instructions, but she's followed the instructions from Fred.
Yeah.
You know,
well, and that is her. I think what. You guys are saying the same thing. So that is her holdup, is that she doesn't have all the data because she doesn't trust Fred. Like, she's followed all the instructions to the T, but it's from Fred, and she doesn't trust that. So you guys are saying that. I feel like you're saying.
No, I'm saying in that moment, Holden's like, yeah, just push it. Like, and
Holden's just like, we don't have another choice. Like, we need a transponder, because they discussed this in the previous chapter, is they can't go to any port without a transponder, especially with the ship that they have. And it even gets mentioned later in this chapter about like nobody questioned that based off of the transponder data, they came in with all these weapons. It
just struck me as interesting.
I'm with you
in that moment, he didn't hesitate. He didn't hesitate in the transponder moment, but then when they're getting off the ship, he's like hesitating about everything, basically. Like, take weapons, be in the full uniform, all that stuff. And it was just that weird. I understand he had no other choice, but it was just like, guess Fred's trustworthy. And then, 2 paragraphs later, Fred's not trustworthy. It was like a weird.
Is that he should have waited a little bit longer just to let them have like one more hummus coffee meal. Before pushing the button.
Well, but Naomi was already doing it, so he wasn't doing it. Naomi was doing it.
Yeah, but that didn't mean she had to press the button. It was not like once you start the procedure, you got to finish it.
She clearly didn't have to press the button.
Heather, what do you think?
I'm wondering what. So, let's say Fred did send something that was, incorrect or whatever that would end up blowing them up. Do you think Holden would be thinking, well, what would the point of that be? Why would he invite us to the station what would be the point of doing the whole charades to
Because then you can
send
guarantee
you all these codes? I mean,
because he's still he's still Palpatine Johnson, according to
Yeah.
Rob, right? So he's
Yes.
still evil. So I think I'm with you there, Rob. There's something if we take the premise that Holden is thinking about Fred Johnson in both of those situations, in the button pushing situation and the wearing the suit situation, it seems like potentially that Holden knows something more about Palpatine Johnson than he's letting on. Potentially, like, because the behavior.
I mean, the that point, the chapter is even you're reminded as a reader, and there is standing the butcher of, I forget the space station name. You know, you're reminded as the reader in that moment of Anderson Station. Yeah. So
do you think Holden
also,
was just more willing to play the game? It's like playing a game of chess.
Well, here's the thing, like, if he sat there and been like, well, it's got to be okay, because why else would he send us that? Also, he knew he was waiting to pick up the phone when you rang out, so he was clearly watching the dong, okay, waiting to see if someone got out, because he probably figured the Martians would try to get them out so they could continue to be like, hey, here's the people that said it was us, actually, you know, here's our proof it wasn't us, type thing. And so he was waiting to see if they got out, waiting for them to call so he could be like, here's the instructions, here's this. And then there's the possibility of like, well, I can clear up a loose end, because if they stayed on the ship and got blown up, loose end tied up, the war continues. If they got off, I need to make sure I know where they are and clean up that loose end. So for me, in my conspiracy theory of him being Palpatine, it just felt strange that he's like immediately trusting, and then at the end of it, immediately not trusting.
That Holden was immediately trusting.
Yeah, Holden was like, yeah, it's going to be fine. You know, like,
definitely, I see that from your perspective. That's
so. Yeah. I can also see it being a case of like, well, this is the only person who can help us, and we don't have a choice, so we just got to push it. I do totally understand that as well. Yeah.
So did they put on the suits that they put on at the end? Were they the like Martian Marine kit suits?
I believe so.
No.
Like,
they were just EVA suits essentially. So so that if they got put in vacuum, they did not.
Holden put on his atmosphere suit and made a quick trip to the cargo bay. Put your suits on. This is now standard ops for this crew. Anytime we go someplace new and take one of these, he starts hanging out.
They put on their puffy coats.
And handing out weapons.
Yeah. Put on their puffy coats to go outside.
Yeah.
I hear you. So. Interesting. Yeah.
And their guns. Don't forget their guns.
So they roll up into Tango Station, and they don't look like the gas hauler Rocinante. They look like what they are. And nobody blinks an eye, which... you know, implies that Fred Johnson is pretty much in charge of the whole situation there at Tango Station. Right? He runs the whole thing, and he can give people special extra VIP privileges to dock when they're.
This all just added to my conspiracy theory stuff, by the way. Like, I was like, he's in charge of this.
Good.
He's in charge of this station, which seems to be the pinnacle of constructing anything out in the solar system, out on the forefront of technology. And he has all these scientists, and they're building the giant ship for the Mormons. And the ship is so well built that the rings can be positioned so you have gravity whilst you're under thrust to move it to wherever else it needs to be. I'm like, this guy's got his fingers in all the pies.
Well, and also while we're talking about Tango Station, I did want to point out it's very subtle. It's just one paragraph, but it does basically talk a lot about the things that exist in various futuristic sci-fi things. So they'd built the reactors, blah, 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 that spun up Ceres and Eros and spent more than a decade teaching the asteroids to spin. They had been slated to create a network of high atmosphere floating cities above Venus, which again is another sci-fi thing and actually something that's been floated around these days, why we should be going to Venus as opposed to Mars. Anyways, that's nowadays, that's not in the future, but this is a sci-fi thing. So, high atmosphere floating cities above Venus before development rights fell into a labyrinth of lawsuits, now entering the 8th decade. So there's 80 years of like lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. There was also some discussion of space elevators for Mars and Earth. So basically like the zoomies that help, like, so you don't have to have ships going up into the atmosphere. You just have this elevator.
Yeah, the science behind trying to build a space elevator is wild.
It is. Crazy. But it's very popular in sci-fi.
So wait, so the elevator goes just to outside the atmosphere of the planet? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
And the spaceships go to that.
Yeah, so you don't have to have
little station.
It's something that can go more. It's like usually they're magnet based.
Yeah, maglev sort of thing. Yeah.
Like the most expensive part of sending something to space is getting it off the Earth.
Right.
Yeah.
Get through the atmosphere.
So something that's tethered, like these space elevators, is like, it's actually like something that scientists consider and is very frequently part of sci-fi. So this one paragraph basically explains why those don't happen and why we will not see this in the rest of the series. And again, one tiny paragraph that explains away a whole bunch of concepts.
Cities and space elevators.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a really interesting paragraph.
Yeah.
It was.
Although I noticed too where they were talking about Ceres and Eros. And it said they were asteroids? Were they asteroids before and now they're moons? I was confused about that. Does anyone know?
So Eros and Ceres are moons. Are asteroids.
They are asteroids. Okay. I thought they were moons over, or like Saturn or...
Yeah. No, it actually, like, I could actually, like, if you go to the NASA website and type those in, those will actually come up as, like, large asteroids.
Okay. I could have totally done that myself, and I just did not think of doing that anymore.
Actually, so they were talking about the Mormon ship, so fast forwarding a little bit as we're talking about things you can look up. This wasn't like super crazy all over the place. Like the NASA website was very less information, but they talked about going to the Tau Ceti system. So that's within. This is the actual system that exists, and it is within the Milky Way, but it is just so many light years away.
So like 12 light years away or something, isn't it?
12, yeah. 12 light years, 3.7 parsecs away.
Oh, it's on the screen. Okay, my bad.
And so it's got a star system with multiple planets, but there is no, like, it states in, this is up to date. So this website is up to date. And so what the authors had at the time is still the correct information. You know, it might change in the future, but they don't know if there's actually a habitable planet. It's the Mormons are hypothetically going there in hopes of finding a habitable.
It's the closest star system to our galaxy. So who else has just finished Project Hail Mary?
I haven't read it.
Oh,
you gotta read it. You gotta read it.
It's so good. I've
so good.
read it week before last. I saw the movie at previews last Saturday, and it is epic.
You saw the movie, the whole movie?
Oh my god, this is the same star system, isn't it?
Yes.
Tau Ceti is the star. Yeah, that's why I'm like.
Oh my god, that's where I know from. I was like, why?
That's now we've said this. I'm pretty sure it's like 11.7.
Wait, did you see it early? I thought it doesn't come out till tomorrow.
There was Hail. There were early previews at Select Cinemas.
Sweet.
I didn't realize. You
got your fingers in all the pots. Wow.
Oh, no. This was literally like I get a free cinema ticket as a perk from my bank every month, and I was like, I'm going to save this one for Hail Mary, and I just went to my View, which is the closest one to me, and I googled it, and it was the first date that came up. I was like, sweet, I'll go see it. Didn't realize it was early previews, and I saw it at IMAX. I'm just like, oh my god.
Was it so good? Was it so good?
Oh, yeah, it's so good. I mean, there are changes from the books, obviously. I'm not going to mention.
We won't give any spoilers. No spoilers.
No, I'm not. No,
but this is a perfect example of how sci-fi authors take actual data that we know and like systems that we know and make these very realistic seeming future or current, I guess. You could say Project Hail Mary is kind of a current age-ish
Well, yeah,
Based
it's
off.
the sigh of the Phi.
It's the sigh of the Phi, yeah.
The sigh of the fire.
Or the Phi of the sigh, I guess. But anyways, whichever way that goes.
Whatever way.
So,
We're getting lost in our own metaphor.
Okay, so now the headcanon I have about Project Hail Mary, which I have not read, is that whoever Ryan Gosling's character,
Gosling.
I was like, Gosling's character is an ex-Mormon who decided to turn Catholic and is a survivor of the Nauvoo cigarette butt excursion into the thing. So
Amazing.
This is my understanding of this movie.
It's a
now.
perfect melding,
that
amalgamation.
sounds great.
Nope, yep.
All right.
Mel,
You totally
Mel,
got
you're
it, Mel. You don't even need to read it.
100% accurate. 100% accurate.
All right. So,
Mel
not to
reviews books she's never read.
not to push us along too quick, but obviously it is getting on, and we haven't moved on to the next chapter. Is there anything else from this chapter we want to talk about, or would we like to enjoy a tribute to Holden?
I will say, sorry, I'll let the newbie, so Mel,
What? I'm sorry. What? I missed the last thing you
anything
said,
else
Rob.
from chapter 17?
No, but Rob said something else. What did you say?
Well, if there's anything else you want to discuss, or we could just wrap up and do a tribute to Holden before we move on to chapter 18.
Tribute. I'm more interested in the tribute to Holden than saying anything else at
This
point.
this will wrap up the chapter. So if
All
there's
right,
anything
let's
else
go.
from this chapter,
Oh, no, I do. Heather, is there anything else from this chapter?
Nope.
Okay.
So I do want, I wanted to appreciate Holden's walkabout for, when I was a newbie on a ship, I didn't appreciate all the systems, but there's been several times since I've gotten out of the military that I've gone onto ships, and I just literally get into all the details. One of my favorite ones was when I was visiting Scotland and got to go on to HMS Britannia, which was the cleanest fucking ship I've ever been on. And they had docents all around, and I was asking so many questions, the people in the bridge, the people in the engineering room, and I was asking so many questions, getting into all the details, and and they got so excited. Yeah, it was I felt really nerdy doing that, but also super and I didn't want to bother them, but I also just really wanted to have answers to my questions, and I have zero shame. So and that's how I feel Holden is in this moment, is he's gone through, he's had these shitty ships, and now he's just really enjoying his time and going around, and he's that is such a captain level thing to do. That is such a somebody who's been on ships for a long time and just really enjoying and getting to know his new baby, his new Rosie.
So you had to mark the ship yourself as well. Mark your territory.
Oh, if I could have, I would have. Yeah, 100%.
This spot is mine.
Mm-hmm. Mess up the sheets.
No, I did like that he stopped and actually listened to things so he could instinctively know what it's supposed to sound like versus what if it's not sounding right. And it's yeah, that's good. It sounds
that was a good touch.
Sounds like what a captain should be doing. Yeah.
Agreed.
I can appreciate that.
All right, let's wrap up this chapter with I'm not even going to tell you what it is with this. So I hope you all enjoy, and we can discuss it afterwards.
Oh no.
The kit was out of space collecting ice for the belt when Audie and the crew received a major melt. Holden thought it must be Mars that made the attack. Naomi grabbed his arm and said, "Now listen, Jack, straighten up and fly right. Gotta keep those lips tight. Straighten up and fly right." Hold on, don't you blow your horn. Ain't no use in crying. They'll just say you're lying. Straighten up and fly right. Hold on, don't you blow your horn. But Holden couldn't hold it and just had to scream. Remember, the camp became a major meme. The Donnie picked up Holden, trying to put him in place. So he grabbed that mic and put it in his face. Straighten up and fly right. Gotta keep those lips tight. Straighten up and fly right. Hold on, don't you blow your horn. Straighten up and fly right. Gotta keep those lips tight. Straighten up and fly right. Hold on, don't you blow your horn. Ain't no use in crying. They'll just say you're lying. Straighten up and fly right. Hold on, don't you blow your horn. The Donnie pushed the button labeled self-destruct and blew up its secrets, causing mass distrust. Then Earth and Mars both declared they go into war, and the belt was left wondering who would even the score. Straighten up and fly right. Gotta keep those lips tight. Straighten up and fly right. Hold on, don't you blow your horn. Yeah.
Oh my god, that Holden, the shed moment.
And then Naomi and Holden cheers.
I had to just slip it in. I had to put it somewhere.
Oh my god,
Oh
where
my
was that? Let
goodness.
me. There.
Where?
Hold
No,
on,
pause,
don't
pause.
you blow
Wait.
your
Right, there we go.
A little bit further back.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
Quite a big hole, Shed.
That's yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh boy.
Wow.
So yeah. Thank you. If you hadn't guessed, that was from Heather Sadai. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Heather.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so clever. I love it.
I've been singing that nonstop for the last 2 days.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
That's so good. You are single-handedly launching Expanse Idol.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
That's
Thank
what
you
we
so
would call
much.
it, Expanse Idol. Oh my god.
But I don't know that I want like the rest of the Expanse community to get on it. I mean, maybe that'd be fun.
Maybe
No.
we do.
Well,
Maybe we do, yeah.
Maybe we do.
they
It's a
can
big
be
community,
adopted siblings.
Yeah.
right? They can be
I know.
kissing
I just love our statistically best community. So.
That's
Hey.
It's true. All right.
Is
it
the
is.
Expanse community not known for being good? Is that why you're saying that?
No, actually, I haven't heard. Like,
I
a
don't know
multi-
anything about the Expanse community.
Anyway, more.
Anyway, it's Miller time,
It's
everybody.
Miller time.
Miller
I know you guys
time!
said this chapter that like not a lot happens in this chapter, but I really liked this chapter. Like I felt like it was, I don't know, there was something about it because it was just like there was so much tension and Miller was just in such a weird state, and I feel like it was almost like a veil got lifted over him, and he was like actually reading the room correctly for the first time, maybe because he had just like given up on his all like preconceptions about himself, and so he was able to see everything more clearly instead of gassing himself up like all the time in his head. And so the I feel like at least I don't know, and maybe it's just my interpretation, because again it could still be an unreliable narrator, but it felt like we were getting reliable narration from Miller, which we
I was curious if you guys liked him better, or if this made you like him less.
He felt I guess more real, I guess, to me. I don't know. What do you think, Rob?
This was a weird chapter for me.
Mhm.
It felt like it was trying to go in various directions and didn't really. It felt like it didn't successfully go in any direction. and it also just feels like Mr. Tell a lie and say that I'm just getting drunk all the time so I can, cop on the side. And all he's taken that excuse that he told Havy to tell and decided that's how he lives his life. And he just gets drunk all the time and moons over Julie. And I was like, this is just, why?
Well, he's actually not mooning over Julie that much.
No, I know, but there's still that talk. But it's just like,
and he does show up to work. He just sleeps to his alarm.
Yeah, but
because nobody's ever done that,
right? Prior to his whole Havy, tell him I'm just getting drunk so I can take some time off and do my own sleuthing. Prior to that, he was really good. Like he's out there, he's analyzing situations, he's quenching riots and all sorts of things with like barely any equipment. He's doing his job. All right, he's not the stellar cop that he thinks everyone thinks he is, but it was fine. And then suddenly we've gone from that to tell a lie about me that he's made true. It's just like, I don't get it, and then like it starts with like, for me too. Yeah, it was like a summary of the war.
All of those previous chapters. It made me question what I like, because we were seeing those chapters through his perspective.
But we're still seeing the chapters through his perspective.
I know, but that's what I mean. It made me question, like, which version is the real Holden?
Mm-hmm.
And
Miller.
Sorry, thank you. The real Miller. And I think because of this chapter, because there was external commentary on his actions and validation that the truth that he was telling was the real truth in this chapter, it made me go back and be like, okay, so did he actually quench that riot? Did he actually help that sex worker? Like, or was that just his, like, the lies he was telling himself and then he walked out of the room? Okay. And, that's
Do you really think that was made up though? Really?
I don't know that it was made up. I just, I guess in the same sense that Rob is asking, like, why are we getting these completely diametrically opposite versions of Miller? I was trying to figure out how to justify it's the two diametrically opposite versions of Miller.
The whole chapter was a bit weird for me, really. It was like I feel like we've hit this trend of, let's give you the news of like what's broadly happening across the belt and other places, and then we'll have some kind of side quest that the cops are going on to take up a page or two, in which case busting a guy who's abused his female employee,
a government employee, like,
but
guy who's high up,
right? Okay, but still, like,
in the government that now, once he's been arrested, does not now exist.
Right. Okay. But my point is, like, side quest,
Side quest.
And then Muss is kind of just like coming and going, and like popping in and popping out and doing things, but not really there.
What things?
And then he's like, okay, I'll. And then he's like, okay, we'll okay.
Let him finish speaking, Leigh-A.
Can I finish? And then he's like, okay, I'm gonna like do more of my side sleuthing rather than my job. And then he gets called in and gets fired. And I was like, is this chapter? I don't know. It felt like, here's a bit of this and here's a bit of that and here's a bit of this and here's a bit of that. And it didn't feel like it all flowed and was connected together. And the Miller chapters are getting more and more like that as we've gone through them, at least for me.
I hear you.
So it's been confusing. Yeah.
Do you think it could be a reflection of his mental state of mind?
Well, he's an alcoholic, so he already has a pretty kooky state of mind, if I'm honest. Alcoholics do not have, they're dealing with a serious addiction is a serious disease. Like, it's...
Well, I mean, he just had a really big aha moment this last chapter where it's like the wool was taken from his eyes and he's like, wait a minute, everyone sees me as a different person than I thought I was. And so he's trying to figure out between, well, am I this person or am I this person? Well, I'm going to act like this person. Like this chapter in particular, I noticed he kept saying, I'm going to do this because I already say that I'm already acting like a fool. I'm already drinking. I'm already drunk. And blah, blah, blah. But then he never actually does. But he doesn't actually do, like, yes, he drinks, but he still shows up. He still does his work. He still does all these things, even though he says, I totally don't have to because they're not expecting me to actually accomplish anything, but he still does it anyway.
So he's a functioning alcoholic.
Yes.
You know, like, yeah, I don't know.
I feel like he's just trying to figure out who he is now. I think he kind of had like a mid crisis, basically. It's like, I don't know who I am. What am I supposed to do here?
Do you feel like in the chapters before that he was an alcoholic and that like we're just realizing like that?
I feel like we had a very put together, I described him like an envoy, you know, like seeing all those little things and those pieces of information that seem disconnected and finding the real story behind everything. And it feels like it's gone from that to a, hey, he tell this quote lie about me, to actually that's the person he really is. And I'm like, it's weird for me. Like it's an interesting choice to make your character into the lie he asked his friend to tell. Like,
do you feel like his actions in this chapter, regardless of alcoholism, are indicative of his capability?
I mean, he had his side quest of arresting a rapist and then came back to his sleuthing knowledge of shipping lanes and routes and then got fired. I didn't really see anything clever in what he was doing. You know, like the searching through shipping stuff, fine, but nothing else he did in this chapter was very exceptional.
For Chekhov's gear, because he didn't mention it.
No, I think he's just trying to find Holden. Or he's trying to find something with that shipping stuff. You know,
I thought he was trying to find.
Well, not Holden, but he's trying to. I don't know. He's trying to find someone with the shipping stuff. But again, it's everything just feels so disjointed.
Of where Holden would possibly go based.
That was it. Yeah.
Known data.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So it just
because Dawes said that they had him.
Yeah. So the chapter,
which brings another question: is like, do you trust Dawes? What he says?
What did they? Well, we know he's got Holden, so.
Oh, you think Dawes because Fred Johnson? Oh. No, you said gear. I was like, that's the wrong word, but I just wasn't going to correct you.
No, we had that whole conversation about Chekhov's gear.
Yes, that's so good.
It's so good.
I love that. That's awesome. And I know that little sticky thing between the scanner and the communicator is like a pit from the scanner, so you know, like that's a bit
like
medical trait, yeah. But it also looks a little bit like a stick of lipstick before it's been, you know. Which I always thought about that in Star Trek anyway. It's so perfectly
honestly
captured.
Probably was a stick of lipstick.
It probably was.
The prop
yeah,
actually probably
prop,
was
yeah.
a stick of lipstick. Listen, I was a little disappointed that they didn't talk about the Chekhov's gear that we had this whole conversation about. They keep bringing up the gear, the riot gear, and they didn't.
It is mentioned. I would have talked about it. I would have talked about it. Yeah, like trusting Dawes. Well, we know the. Thank you, Spuds. We know that the Palpatine Johnson has Holden. So when Dawes is like, we've got Holden, like we know that's a fact. So like,
but he said that before, like, so this is 2 days after the Donninger explosion, and
yeah, but as readers, we already knew.
Yeah, as readers, we knew.
So yeah,
and that's what you're asking.
Yeah, well, and even before that,
Bill, they'd made contact
in the previous chapter before Miller knew about the explosion. Dawes says we have Holden.
Yeah, and Fred Johnson had made contact with him.
Okay, all right.
Hadn't
Okay.
he? In the previous Holden chapter last week, Johnson and Holden had a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd had that conversation. Come
Yeah.
here, they tight beamed each other. So
As a reader,
In
it
a
did
beam.
as a reader, we know. If you're asking me if Miller trusts Dawes, no, he hasn't trusted him from day one and won't. But as readers, yeah, we do trust that Dawes is saying accurate things because we know that they have Holden. So
yeah.
So basically, you're confirming the question that Lifeline full. So, do we think Palpatine Johnson and Dawes Maul are working together?
that's an accurate balance of power between the two. Maybe even slide him down one, and it's more like Jar Jar Dawes rather than Dawes Maul.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
Yeah, like a even lower level,
Wow. The Dawes disrespect here.
Yeah, the Jar Jar Dawes.
You Jar Jar Dawes.
Yeah.
It's pretty
So,
good.
yeah,
No, I wrote that down.
it's funny, right? Literally came to me in the moment. I was trying to think of someone lower level in the Sith Order, and I was like, Jar Jar, technically, So,
He's definitely more.
yeah.
So Dawes, I'm still confused about, like, he was in the room when Miller got fired.
I
Like,
was wondering if
like-
anyone else caught that
and
too.
he
I'm
was-
like, what
he was
is he doing there?
He was
Because he shit on him,
He's
didn't he? He
shaken
said something.
and sleep. He's looking shaken and sleep deprived. Like Dawes and Shaddid were having some. It seemed like Dawes and Shaddid were having some other conversation, and then they
Do you
called
think
Miller
it has
in,
anything?
and Dawes doesn't leave, and she fires. She has a private HR conversation in front of Dawes.
Do you
And I'm just
think
like,
it
what
has
is happening?
anything to do with how Miller was like, I'm spreading out my search over multiple cases. So if Shaddid actually searches it and it triggers something, and Dawes, like in several hours later, Holden comes in and
I
Like in-
guess.
Maybe Dawes passed on the info to.
See,
the
I didn't
okay
read it that way. I
states
didn't read
is-
it that way. I read it about like series. We're in a completely new situation. We're in martial law or whatever. We don't know whose rules we're following. Shaddid is like circling the troops to try and make sure that she has a team that is gonna be able to execute on keeping Sirius safe. Maybe in conjunction with Dawes, who seems to also be interested in that. So that seemed like where this was coming from. Like, I need to keep the good people close, and I need to let go of the the wild tangent people who are maybe going to make the situation worse. Is
this more of a
is how I
Shaddid
read
thing,
it.
do you think, or is this more of a Dawes thing, and Dawes in the next chapter might scoop him up or something?
I thought it was a Shaddid.
You think it's a Shaddid
specific
thing?
Because I think
I
Shaddid
think,
still, because that's what she said to the crew, is like, we're still under contract, we still are contracted to try and keep this station well policed, so I'm gonna
So
keep
who's
doing
their
my
boss?
job,
Who's
you
their
know?
boss now?
We don't know yet. Like, there's obviously the suggestion that the OPA
Feels
will
like
fill the
Dawes
void.
is their boss.
And then Dawes is
That-
in her office. That
Or
Yeah.
she's a sympathizer with the OPA. Like, I don't know. Yes, she's confusing. She's still gonna die though. So
she's still gonna die.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I still feel like Dawes has something on her. I still feel like that comes into play a little bit. And it does. What was the line that someone said? I can't remember who said it, but basically just like, if the OPA fill that void of leadership on Ceres, then Mars can play that off like it's an OPA coup or something like that.
Mhm.
You know? And I do feel like some of that's going to come into play. But yeah, him getting fired I think that was a strategy, just trying to clear house so she has minimal problems, and he was a convenient one to get rid of because he's not been a great cop. Either that, actually,
Or
maybe
he's
it goes
too
the other
good of a
way,
cop.
and she's like, I gotta cut you loose, bro, because I need you on the outside to work on this problem and fix it. And he redeems himself, and I can like Miller again, because at the moment I don't like him.
You don't like him
really
right
liked him to start with. I really liked him to start with, and I haven't liked him the last few chapters.
I feel like what we're seeing from you, Rob, is like is just like your disappointment in
I'm so disappointed in Miller.
A character that you really, really wanted to see like grow and like, you know, like the mentalist thing through the whole thing, and then it just kind of like stopped, and that's sad and disappointing.
And it kind of
really,
it felt
really
like it stopped really abruptly.
It did.
Like,
no, I agree.
My guy, you know. And here we are sympathizing with Holden instead, and I'm like, what's going on with this? What is happening to Smells? You know, up is down, left is right.
Wait. Okay, so Rob, you sympathizing with Holden is one thing. Mel, are you sympathizing with Holden?
With Holden?
Yeah.
With Holden?
No.
Okay. But like, what did we say about Holden last week?
Holden wasted a whole bunch of supplies on the fancy new ship, making 40 cups of coffee for himself. Didn't share it with anybody. Then took
he did share
it. He did share it.
Took a long shower he shouldn't have taken because he doesn't know how long they're gonna be stuck on the Rossi, and he still took a stupid long shower because he's selfish. And he also didn't really even care about blowing up the whole rest of the crew because he was just push all the buttons. I'm gonna push the button. I mean, sure, command decision, whatever. But it also, honestly, that whole thing made me think about all of the Star Trek captains who are who break the rules but then get praised for breaking the rules and that sort of thing. I was like, oh my god, is that captaining everywhere? Is like captains don't follow the rules anyway? And I was like, it's true. And I was mad about leadership and how that works, and I was just like, why don't the rules apply to everybody? It's frustrating. And anyway, I had a mental moment while I was listening to that chapter. It's fine.
That's fair. For the Charlies that listen, because we are a podcast as well as a live show on YouTube, Overseer put a comment in chat. Rob opened his Miller and it was flat. Yes, folks, my Miller is currently flat. That's perfectly that. I like that. That's a good comment. So
thank you, Overseers.
But I mean, last week we were begrudgingly liking Holden, weren't we, Mel?
He had a moment. He had an okay moment. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, here we are, Holden's having moments.
I think
he didn't screw up.
When he does, it's like my bar for Holden is so low that when he doesn't screw up, he has successfully, had
Not
an
flopped.
Achievement that week, But I think on the thing with Miller is I don't know if it was last week or the week before, I was theorizing that the player in the D&D campaign was just having a rough time.
Yes.
And and I was just like, I wonder how long his rough patch is going on. I wonder if he's depressed or if he
how many rolls that he just kept going poorly for.
I'm just
I feel like he's throwing that ones right now. So
it's like I don't know. Did he get kicked out of his house and he has to find a new place to live? So he's just dialing it in at D&D. Is that what's going
also
on?
maybe he just has low charisma, even though he thinks he has high charisma. Because you play those characters who my character thinks they are strong, but they're actually not, and they keep trying to lift things.
He just had a really bad set of dice for 2 sessions in a row. I'm not sure. But I
have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you think Miller's at rock bottom?
Mm-mm.
No, I think it can get much worse.
Oh, it can get much worse. Yeah.
It can get much worse.
He's not at rock bottom at all.
Yeah.
Losing his job.
What are you predicting for his trajectory?
I think he's got to run out that airlock before he gets pushed. I think that's going to happen. I think he's going to get chased off of series. And I don't think he's going to get chased off, but I think there's so much going on, and he's going to be hounded by OPA people or cops that he used to work with, or other people, things like that. He's going to poke his nose in too many places and piss off too many people that he realizes, I got to get off this fucking station before someone throws me out an airlock.
Yeah, and at the same time, he finds out that Havelock has been killed on his way to his new job.
No! Seriously, if Havelock dies as well,
Keep trying to kill Havelock.
I might have to just not look. I might have to stop reading.
Skeeter posted rock bottom equals butt rock.
Good question.
So Rob, is
someone
this an
say that?
official prediction that he's going to get chased off, or are you just saying that like
I don't know if I would. I feel like in the next couple of chapters, he's gonna just in general poke his nose into too many places, piss off too many people, and realize if I don't get off series, someone's gonna throw me out an airlock. I don't know if that needs to go an official prediction thing. I'd just be like, I feel like that's kind of where we're going. Like, I don't feel like that's a big prediction. I think that's just kind of
I'm just gonna write it down.
That's totally fine. Yeah. So.
Do we think side quest was anything other than side quest? Do we think those characters are gonna come back and be part of a future story? And what the
You
fuck
mean
is
the-
up with Mus? Like, what is up with her?
Mus is a weird character. I don't know what's going on there.
God.
What do you think she was doing?
I don't
Clean,
know. I think
clean up.
I think she's clearly doing illegal deeds, and she had to like hide the.
No, you think she's doing illegal deeds even though she got stuck with Miller because she wasn't gonna rat out the person who assaulted her earlier, and now that everything's gone, Miller's like, you going to the center of the station?
Oh.
Did you pick that up?
Cleanup means that she was taking out the guy who assaulted her.
Did you pick that up?
I like that.
I
theory.
did not pick that up.
I did not pick that up, but I like that theory.
Because that's what
Okay.
she said. She was just on, like, she said she'd be late. Clean up. That's all she said.
That's all she said, which is weird. I have a hard time reading her, so I never know what she's doing. So
I didn't ping that she was killing the guy that she turned down.
I love that plan.
Yeah, that's cool. I kind of pinged it was like she had like loose ends in her investigation she had to go tie up, which might mean, threatening someone with jail if they don't keep their mouth shut or something like that. It didn't feel like it was totally legit, but it didn't feel like she was off to go kill people.
Yeah, no, I read it as nefarious, but I couldn't figure out what nefarious deed she was doing.
I just kept thinking about where she was just coming from, because she just came from the rape cases and the child issue.
Yeah, like something like that. She
cases,
was just like,
and
there was an opportunity to tie up something from those situations,
Some
and
things
kind of like, yeah, I did, but it didn't feel like, I'm off to commit murder, basically. It didn't expressly shout that to me. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure how much of this ties into the main story that's going on. It feels very side questy at the moment. Like,
Are we
like
mussing? Is that what's happening? Is there going to be
I
something
don't
wrong
know.
with muss happening?
I feel like we just get these side quests that keep happening in the middle of chapters. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I made a big deal about the riot gear, and then like I feel like everyone's just been like, "Oh, Robbie, riot gear," and it's just like, I don't know.
So
now I'm double questioning everything in the middle of chapters.
I don't know anything.
But regardless, do you think they're actual side quests, or do you think it's world building, or do you think there's like reasons that's like even if like predictions
I think it's two
don't
different
come
writers.
through?
I think it's a side effect of two different writers not reading each other's stuff. And we've got world building that feels like a side quest because it's not happening in the Holden chapters. That's kind of how it feels like. I could be completely wrong. I probably am completely wrong about that, but they just, like it seems like just a different approach to world building or whatever in the chapters. I probably am wrong. Let's be honest. I'm usually wrong about these things.
I mean,
admit, to side tangent, I was just very pleased that like a rape case got solved.
Yes, that was good. It was good to read about. Yeah,
if
absolutely.
that's something that in the future actually happens more often and with such relative ease, like we got the test back and it was this guy, go arrest him. Like that.
Warrants already issued. Yeah.
I'm just like, God, that's a future I can get behind, even with all the syphilis.
Yes, agreed. Even if you've got to communicate via anus beams and the syphilis and genital warts floating around, I'm like, yes, this is still an okay future.
Get arrested is...
Well,
if they get arrested,
I don't think Justice has time to wait around in the belt. I think Justice is dealt out very quickly in the belt. I don't think it's like it is here now.
Really
Justice is either dealt out or you're dealt out the airlock, you know. But either way, it's kind of
it's done quick. They don't have time for you.
if you're fucking around and messing up the system and stuff, and you're taking like critical resources away.
Yeah,
they're
not wasting resources on you.
That's a critical research that other people could use. That's very valid, right?
The actual definition of FAFO, like fuck around and find out.
Yes. Yeah, really is the definition of fuck around and find out.
I don't like that.
It's not. Yeah, it's not great, but it does fit in the definition scale.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I say, these chapters kind of the Miller chapters are getting less cohesive. It feels like here's a bit of this and a bit of that and a bit of, where previously we were kind of like following along with Miller for like 90%, if not all of the chapter. And now I feel like we're getting. It's still Miller, but it doesn't feel like it's actually Miller. Like it's a feeling thing rather than an actual thing.
There's a bit of it, because he's there. He's still thinking about the bigger picture, right? Because there's that moment where he's like, was there someone on Earth who didn't want that peace? Someone or something powerful enough to move the glacial bureaucracy of the United Nations to take action? What am I looking at here, Julie? He said to the empty air. What did you see?
Yeah, and exactly to that point. Exactly to that point. Apparently, it's fairly apparent that the quote unquote government series has collapsed. So, Star Helix and Earth has pulled out of air quotes responsibility of Ceres. How long do you think the people of Ceres will be willing to work with the police? And do you think they'll stay that way, or do you think it'll change?
Based on shitting herself, like a day. Like pretty immediately they're going to be like, you ain't got any backing. No. I'll do what I like.
Yeah.
She was panicked. Okay. She was hiding it well, but she was bricking it, So
people are going to decide whether they want to respect the authority instead of know they have to or face the consequences.
Yeah.
Well, can you imagine being in those situations though? Like you'd be surrounded by, you're like one breath away from total anarchy around you.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere to escape. They're in an enclosed.
They're in a metal tube or a metal ball or a metal rock, like whatever shape it is. It's just that.
They've got to keep that ship tight.
That's it. Yeah. Previously, like with that riot and stuff, if they'd really gone, as we've seen with, the butcher of Anderson Station.
Anderson Station, yeah.
With that moment, like if you really cause havoc, Earth turns up and it really, in extreme cases, will just kill you all. And then the station is ours again type thing. Like, where without that, they're like, well, there's a limited number of you and we outnumber you by a great degree. So fuck off. I don't think they're going to
questioning if you cause other kinds of havoc.
It's going to be a mess very quickly, I think. Unless the OPA turns up in force and it's like, we now run this station, and if you fuck with it, we'll throw you out the airlock. Because here's all our power.
Yeah, I do think the question was whether Miller's at rock bottom, but I do think he's at an inflection point, obviously, right? And he's maybe freed up to decide what kind of person he wants to be and what he wants to do, because he's kind of letting go of preconceptions about himself. So I think it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here, and hopefully he'll redeem himself in Rob's eyes.
I can stop. I hope I can stop being disappointed. Yes, I did say like he's gonna like
Miller
run off and do other things. Didn't I say at some point he's got to like leave the station? Didn't I say that?
Yeah.
Like before today?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is kind of like that kick out the door, isn't it? This is like the, you know, the proverbial boot out the front door to go live your life and be an adult sort of thing. This is kind of go be the cop you should be type thing. Go be the cop you used to be. Go, like, you're not restricted on Shadid saying you can't investigate this anymore. He doesn't have that limitation. He doesn't have the responsibility of going out and policing the other
Go
laws. He
honor
can
the
do
memory of your friend Havelock, who actually was.
Melindhra. I felt like I was going to full name you there by going like Melanie or something, and I'm like, no, that's not the full name of Melindhra. Yeah, I don't know why, because I just call you Mel all the time. No, Melindhra, no.
Use my full government name.
Yes.
My full Shido government
name. Rapunzel does bring up a good point. Rock bottoms will never be sad and depressing again. Thank you, Daniel Haney's bottom.
Daniel Haney's the Henny Heine.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Henny Heine.
I don't think I really have much else on this chapter.
Mel, do you have something?
No.
Heather,
Except
do you have anything?
More.
Oh. Heather, anything?
No.
So I do have one question from Oliver's ears. If Holden and Miller meet up at some point, will Holden's moral certainty and Miller's moral ambiguity lead them to be buds or become more confrontational?
I think they might rub each other the wrong way to start with. And then I think that they would be complementary to each other. Like, I feel like what Holden lacks, Miller will fill, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Not exactly, you know, they're not going to be like the perfect A team that has every attribute under the sun type thing, but
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
they have a complementary skill set, I feel, in a general sense. But they will probably rub each other the wrong way initially, but work together through lack of choice.
So we're sticking with the enemies to lovers scenario here.
Yes, the enemy to lovers scenario that we discussed like 6 weeks ago. It feels like.
Sensing some pottery being molded.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys brought it up, and I have to, because that was definitely an early prediction. Yes.
We're sticking with it. It's gonna happen.
This chapter kind of makes me think maybe Miller is right being on the inside. He needs some loves.
He needs a hug from Holden.
Because I remember when we put this up, when you guys put this up the first time, you're like, "Wait, I think Miller should be on the outside."
It's true.
Yeah, like
because that was a different Miller.
It was a different Miller. Yeah,
he was confident.
Yeah.
I feel like Holden gives
Poor
good
guy.
hugs as well. He's a I feel like he's a big dumb lumbering idiot. Really, we don't really like him, but I feel like he's probably going to be like give a good hug.
But he still gives good hugs.
Yeah, because he just does. He just grabs you and hugs you, sort of like, because he doesn't.
Well,
He's
that's
one
why
of
the
those
ladies
guys
like
who
him, right?
hugs you, but like is so self-conscious about hugging you and doing the hug like correctly that he like pats you and squeezes you too hard at the same time. And
I feel like Miller would do that, to be honest.
No, it's totally Holden. It's
Really?
Holden. Because
I feel like
his
Holden just wouldn't
internal
think about it.
monologue about how he's not allowed to think about Naomi like that, except he thinks about Naomi like that. It's like it would lead him to those kind of situations because he's
Oh,
gonna be
well, okay, with
sexually
Naomi, that's
attracted to
different.
every person he runs into, even if he knows it's appropriate for some reason.
I think he'd be totally
we got
touchy-feely.
Miller here
He'd
doting
be
on
totally touchy-feely.
we got Miller here doting on a girl like not even like he should less than half his age type thing,
Yes,
like
they're all creepy dudes.
they are creepy dudes. Yeah. Yeah. Can we just have more of Amos?
Right.
Hungry like a fucking bear,
Spud's comments. I drew it. Holden on the outside.
There's no changing it. It is now fact.
So all right. So
Holden
this
is
is
big
canon
spoon.
now. Holden on
Hold
the
on,
outside.
Holden.
Yes, and oh wait, here we go. Amos would give you the pick you up and squish you kind of a hug, and I'm like, yes,
100%.
I'm down for that. Yes.
Oh my
Amos-
god, that's
I think
that's
out of this whole,
100%.
I think out of all of this, Amos would be the best hugger. I
Mm.
would agree with that. Yeah.
Mm.
So, all right, should
Yeah.
we do? Because it's been a long one this week, already well over 2 hours. Should we do
Yes.
our IEO questions?
Yes.
Yes, we'll go through them really quickly, and all three of you can answer them. So, which is the most IEL moment in the chapters?
Oh god, it's kind of tough. Most IEO moment.
I'm giving it to Holden pushing the button.
Do you know what? I was thinking that.
And,
got
and Naomi's response to him pushing the button. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was very Rand and Sulin.
if Rand was the one trying to put it together and Sulin was on like just push the fucking
No,
button.
no, totally. It's Rand like, what have you built
Not
this,
thinking
like-
of the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. I want to give it to Miller, but only for so quickly and efficiently bringing an awful rapist to justice. You know,
I was gonna give it to Shadid.
That kind of feels like the sister. Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Heck yeah, she was totally a roof mistress there. She's like, you're out. She's not afraid to tell you how it is.
She did kind of rally the troops for sure. You know?
She did, yeah.
She was doing what she's got to do. So
She did
that's
her
fair.
job. I was actually
As the
kind of
roof
surprised
mistress-
that she did her job, but she did her
Yeah.
job.
I kind of wanted to be offended by what you said, but no, you're 100% accurate.
Yeah. Overseers
100%
would also like to suggest Musk cleaning up.
Oh,
Yeah, that kind of
that's
feels quite
very
yeah.
ideal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Good choice.
doing what
cut
she
down
has
my
to
tree.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you did something that was wrong, and I'm going to fix what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. We got a full range of things this week. It was a good IEL moment week. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so continuing, which characters in these chapters act most like the IEL?
I think we kind of covered that already.
Yeah, we kind
Mostly.
of yeah.
Okay, cool. So, token Wetlander.
Rab.
Miller.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I feel like I have to say Miller after how much I bitched about him.
Also, Holden wasting so much water.
That's what I'm gonna say. Holden with 40
Valid.
cups of coffee
So much water. And a shower.
and a shower.
So
I
much
was thinking about the
water.
shower. Stop worrying about the coffee. They don't.
40
After the shit
cups
they've
of
been through,
coffee.
they drank that fucking coffee. Okay, trust me.
40 cups of coffee is a lot of fucking coffee.
I know my
Look,
next song. I
We
know my
don't
next
know the
song.
size. We don't know how big these cups are. Okay, these could be the little dainty, silly cups you get at teeny tiny fancy restaurants. In which case, 40 cups.
But they
is
could
like-
also be like the
$3.
big military-sized cups, which is what we brew.
Which is what they probably
I can tell
were,
you in the
yes.
military.
Anyway.
Yeah, we brew them for big fucking cups.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
So, Stabby's moment.
Amos hungry like a fucking bear.
Also Shadid.
You're fired.
Also, Shadid. Okay.
Yeah,
Which
that was
part
quite-
of Shadid.
It was very
Like,
stabby.
Heart stabby. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking specifically Naomi calling Holden irresponsible suicide. I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
irresponsibly suicidal. That was pretty good.
Yes.
Interesting. We're getting very different questions. I love this.
Yeah.
And then who earned G and or toe and why?
Mus gets G for cleaning up. I'm going to put that in the G category.
So does Holden. I mean Miller. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did not mean Holden. I meant Miller with the case.
The arrest.
The arrest. Yeah.
Yeah. I think especially with the way he was feeling, right?
Yeah.
I loved how he was like,
caught a bad
please,
guy.
this is the best part of my day. Please do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Make
And
it
the
even
fact
better.
that he left him on display for everyone to just like see.
Heck yeah.
Well,
He's
he
like,
slowly,
we have you
slowly
so-
filled out his report.
Yeah, you like, we have you so nailed to the wall. It doesn't matter how long I take with this. Doesn't matter who sees. You can have all the time in the world to find a defense or whatever. Like, I have you 100% nailed down for this. Like,
Yeah.
there is no
Not
getting out of it.
everybody
So.
can see it. At the
Yeah.
account. All the other accountants know you're Stevie.
LBF, Naomi gets G for making hummus that's way better than Lamelle's rations.
I mean,
Good job.
Yeah,
Naomi.
that's
not a high bar.
fair, but
It's Lamelle, not a high bar.
yeah, I was
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
Lamelle's
mean-
rations are fantastic.
Lamelle gets G for attempting to make rations. So.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, okay,
like
fine.
Lamelle puts mayonnaise in all of her soups. I mean, it's just like you
Okay,
can't beat
okay,
that.
okay. Can we just not?
Well, sorry, we could play something else that looks like mayonnaise and soup.
Oh God.
What is this segue?
Here I come to have your day. Placentamon is on the way. Placentamon.
How does it feel, Heather, to have our beautiful
Have me
vocals
flick you off every time
double
I hear that
fucked?
goddamn
Double fucked
fucking
vocals every time.
little.
The disrespect, Leia. To
I
our
So what we need
know.
next time,
She's so
Spuds,
rude.
Okay,
Spuds,
let
we
her
need
fucking answer. Let her
Placentamon.
answer.
Sorry, go. Yes, go.
She
Sorry.
called you rude. She
Oh,
already
rude. Oh,
answered.
well.
Yeah.
Because of the flicking off, yeah.
She called you rude.
And Spuds, we need some artwork of Placentamon making soup with mayonnaise.
No.
With lots
right.
of fingers. No,
I'm
we
pretty
need
sure that wrapped us
we
up.
need Placentamon with brushing his with a his
I know.
Toothpaste
Brushing his-
Placentamon can
brushing his
break
teeth
the
with
coffee
mayonnaise?
maker.
No.
preserve-
No.
A giant cup of coffee in one slide.
No.
And like a mayonnaise coated
No.
toothbrush in the other.
I'm too used to gross
None of
stuff. It's fine.
Oh,
This is amazing. I love it.
I hate all of you. I hate all of
I
you.
gotta good point to wrap it up before Leia kills us all. Thank you so much for watching and or listening, whichever you're up to. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, rate and review the podcast, all those great things. If you would rather listen to us than watch us because that's more convenient to your lifestyle, that's fine. You can go over to patreon.com/MalkieriCon, search the free podcast access there, and you can link it to your Spotify so you can listen there or listen through the Patreon app, whichever works for you. If watching is something you're struggling to do, because some people like to listen, but you will miss out on the images. And if you want to see those images, you need to join the Discord server and head over to the forum section where we post the graphics and things that we use over there. Raise your hand if you brush your teeth during the stream. That's amazing. That's hilarious. But yes, and what are we commenting below? What's your comment, your call to action for commenting this week, folks?
Oh, also, first of all, we didn't finish the poll.
From
We
earlier?
closed out the poll.
Oh, it was overwhelmingly yes. It was like 88%.
Yes to questions.
Yes.
So
If people have been on before and done Fear the Spear, if they come back, they must do the new Fear the Spear. That is the overwhelming yes.
Extended fearing.
Yes, they must do the expansive fearing. So, but yes, call to action for comments below. Chat.
You should comment how many times you've lost your teeth in the past week, and you have
No.
you have to be truthful.
No.
Speak
Because your
truth.
hygienist will know if you're telling the truth.
Yeah, there we go. So comment below with who gives the best hugs and in the
And
Expanse
why.
so far, and why. And give me
That
anyone we've
we
met so
know
far.
of. that we
Yes.
know
Yes.
of. Yes.
Anyone that we've met so far up to chapter 18, you can pick any one of those. Tell us which one of these people we've met up so far who gives the best hugs and why. Alternatively, if you really want to be a sneaker, say who gives the worst hugs and why. Spoiler,
Ooh.
you can't pick Shed. Yeah, Mel's really disappointed.
I mean,
that
Why
she's
are you
"No,
saying
absolutely."
you can't? You said anyone we've met thus far.
Well, he's automatically the worst hugger. It gets really bloody and horrible, so you know
It would be messy.
it would be messy.
But,
All right,
but what if that's somebody's? There's a vampire in chat, and maybe they want that.
maybe I don't know. Thank you so much.
We don't kink
We don't kink shame. This is true. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, folks. We hope you enjoyed this. This has been an extra long one. Extra thank you to our guest expert host this week, Heather Sadai. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I loved it. Loved it.
Thank you. We really appreciate you stepping in and covering while Amis is away this week. And we will see you next week, folks, where, surprise, surprise, chapters 19 and 20 are a Holden and Miller chapter.
Yay!
Yay!
Shocker.
And as we like to say around here, until then, may you always find love, water, and shade. So, goodbye, everybody. Press the out button. Goodbye. Bye. Are you gone? Are you gone yet? Are they gone? Are they
No.
gone?
No.
No?
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Bye.
It hasn't
We're still
gone
here.
May you always find love, water, and shade.